welcome to the A.D.H.Deep-Dive, the show that's not about ADHD, but is filled with proof it exists. My name is David J. Mund. I am joined this week by the man, the myth, the legend, Jonathan Kelley, for his fifth appearance on the podcast?
I have no idea.
I think
like
it's
fourth or fifth.
I think you did your original one, then Hey Dog Man, then our
Bald
predictions, then our whatever podcast we did last, Pope. And now, fifth podcast appearance of, so this will be episode 89. This is the second podcast on the road in a week. So this is a Mund on the move. John and I are headed to Chicago to see, who's the opener besides Polyphia? Or is it just the three?
It's Polyphia, Avenged Sevenfold, and then the headlining is System of a Down.
I thought there was some fourth.
There might be some random fourth, but relevant.
But yes, Polyphia, Avenged Sevenfold, System of a Down. I guess we'll just get right into it in saying that John and I frequently old man ourselves into oblivion by messaging each other about things that deeply and sincerely bother the hell out of us. Things that we've boiled down to PEEVES. Things that just sort of get under our skin. And I think for about an hour and a half, we're just going to talk about those things. John has printed, if I may, John has printed out a 3-page memorandum, perhaps even a, what are we calling this? What is that thing before a shooter does their thing? A manifesto. This is John's manifesto. This is John's why I did it. It's a 4-page.
That's my 13th reason right there.
Sorted by category. And we wanted to do this so that it was more appropriate to, I guess, view it in this way rather than looking at your phone. Look, if you could look at a map back in the day, but you can't look at your phone, I think it's appropriate to look at a list of things that deeply annoy you.
Yeah.
And then do it that way. Also, let me quickly, I just realized I never hit record on the backup. So that's fine. We're just going to hope that it doesn't need to be done. And if I need to, I'll just take audio from the phone itself. Anyways.
One thing I want to do really quick.
Yep, ground rules.
Before we get into the rants.
Yep.
Is one of our predictions for 2025 already came true.
Oh, snap. I totally forgot about that. Yes. One of the predictions that we made is a little bit niche, that John made, a little bit niche about our hometown of Cadillac. There was an Indian buffet that opened up that I never, did you hit up? Never got the chance?
Fortunately, I did not.
There was an Indian restaurant that opened up in our very tiny little town of Cadillac, Michigan.
And it opened in the old Ponderosa Buffet, which was then the cast iron skillet. And that building is just notorious for whatever restaurant goes in there, it's not going to last.
Correct.
So when they opened up an Indian buffet of all cuisines you could possibly open in Cadillac, Michigan, in that building, I said, by the end of 2025, they didn't even open until 2025. By the end of 2025, that restaurant is unfortunately going to be gone.
It is now, as of recording this, September 1st. How long ago was it that it happened?
Couple weeks.
The restaurant is now closed. So RIP to the Indian restaurant that John knew was going to go, that probably everybody knew was going to go. I wonder what the attendance was in there even.
No idea.
Another prediction that was made that has not yet come true that I was sort of blown away by peripherally. It has nothing to do with the prediction itself, but I was shocked about what I had learned. Was that the Rizzler would be in handcuffs by June. It is much further than June now, but I did learn that the Rizzler isn't even part of the Costco family. I thought he was, but I've come to learn that was just a collaboration.
Yeah, the Rizzler has always been his own thing.
But they did so much stuff together that I was like...
I feel like he didn't really blow up until the Costco family.
Okay, so the Costco family brought in the Rizzler apocalypse. Well...
Anyways.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a punk house, it's a punk home. You can find this banner and others like it, as well as this silly goose on the loose hat, these etched mirrors, these custom charm bracelets, and so much more by heading to Cat and Crew, that's KATANDCREW.com, and entering the promo code Monday, that's MUNDAY, for 10% off your first purchase. Katie and Andrew, one of the first supporters of this show, have made a 10% discount available for A.D.H.Deep-Dive listeners. See store for details, of course, but they've got so many cool punk home products, decor. You don't have to be a punk. That's okay. That's all right. Tattoos for your home, koozies, wall banners, a hot sauce. Oh my God, keep your eyes peeled for that. So again, if you want this is not a punk house, this is a punk home banner. If you want this silly goose on a loose hat, if you want etched mirrors, if you want custom charm bracelets, so much more, go to Cat and Crew, KATANDCREW.com, enter the promo code Monday, that's MUNDAY, for 10% off your first purchase. Thank you very much to Katie and Andrew for sponsoring the show. Let's get back to the podcast.
So how do you want to start? There's one that you said that we should start with right off the bat.
There's one that you and I frequently message each other about.
Oh, okay. I'll just cross it off the list already because I know that's where you're going.
Is that on yours? All right. So here's the deal. If you ride a bike, and I'm talking a pedal bike, I don't care if it's like a street bike or I don't care. Get the fuck off the road.
Yes. Now, as an amendment, and I think some of this stuff we're going to try to just like quickly fly through, but some of these we're going to pause on and rant about. I understand that in large cities, some of them are not bike friendly.
They don't have bike lanes.
Right. I'm sorry about that. They're also not, I very much would love for every city to be a bike friendly city.
Yep.
But they're just not. And the way to address that is not to ride your bike 10 miles an hour in a 25 mile an hour road. I also understand that technically you're not supposed to ride in the sidewalk either. People who are walking along the sidewalk will complain about you riding on the sidewalk. But you need to then find a different way around. Or at the very least, if I'm coming up on you, get out of my way. I am in a giant metal box going the appropriate speed limit. I'm gonna hit you. I don't want to hit you. Yep. Neither of us want to hit you.
If I have to follow the rules of the road in terms of speeding and also driving too slow, you don't get an exception because you're on a bike.
And the stickers, same road, same rules, is not true. It is the same road. Apparently we have different rules. So unless you can drive your bike 25 miles an hour, turn your blinker on, adjust to the flow of traffic and otherwise, then it's not the same road and the same rules. And I'm sorry about that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I stick in the same theme?
Yeah, go for
The
it.
motherfuckers on their bikes who pop wheelies all over the place. It's unacceptable. Basically what I wrote is people cycling around town, going at this exact same speed limit, and then popping wheelies, and then doing that thing where they like
try and miss you at the
last minute. My bigger problem is that I don't have the courage to push them. I want to shove them. I want to knock them over, and I want
there
to
be
be
foot in front of the back wheel.
Yes, but I will unfortunately get my ass beat. But this, like, I don't know if you saw, there was recently a video that went around of some kid like doing that through like a crowded beach and like bobbing in and out. And I get it. It's a cool skill to have.
But not in front of random strangers.
Well, and the only reason you're doing it is so somebody will do something. And one of these days, I really hope I am present when somebody does something, because I am too afraid to get my ass beat. I've got my ass beat too many times, and I'm not going to have it happen by a bunch of fucking teens on bikes who are ready to lose nothing. But yeah, okay, that's it. That's it for the bikes.
I got another one.
Okay.
Staying on theme of just cars in general.
Yep, come on, hit it.
Loud, just fucking loud motorcycles, loud cars.
Yeah.
I hate them, dude. I know, so my parents ride motorcycles. There's this term called loud pipes save lives. Your goal on a motorcycle is you want to be as loud as possible because you want people to know that you are on the road.
Okay, yeah.
That, my parents have also said, it's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, correct.
Like,
My dad also
you know,
rides a bike.
But also, if you want people to be well aware of where you're on the road, and it's a safety thing,
Mhm.
why are you revving in
Yeah.
front of like downtown? People are eating on
Yeah.
patios, and you're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
Just fucking stop, dude. Like it is just an attention thing.
Correct.
That's all it is.
And on that note, well, I guess, yeah, two things in general about the cycling. One, the bikes who are like, listen, I really try my best to not wish death on anyone. Even the people who have wronged me the most in my life, the people who have hurt me, the people who deserve it, quite frankly. However, I wish death on, well, I do not wish death on anyone more than the cyclists speeding like 110 miles an hour down the highway, dipping and like diving through traffic.
Mhm.
Like, if you die as a result of that, I won't laugh at you, but that's about as far as I'm willing to commit. And then aside from that, this is something it's funny that our points are kind of bumping into each other. It's the same with the people on the bikes. I understand that it's like you're not supposed to ride around with headphones, right? You're not supposed to have AirPods in your ear while you're riding or whatever. And sometimes when you're on a motorcycle, like your radio is just loud enough that people can hear it on the sidewalk. But not only the people, this is two groups of people. One, the people on the motorcycles who blare their music so unbelievably loud.
You can hear it like 3 blocks down.
Yes,
Yeah.
while you're parked. Like, so they're like at a stoplight. If I'm at a stoplight, if I have loud music in my car, I turn it down so that I'm not bothering all the people around me. And now we live in like a metro area, so like there's a lot of people around us at a given point. But it's also the same people who like have these big ass trucks who park on the side of the road, who are like getting out to like say hey to somebody or like, you know, drop something off or whatever, who leave their windows down, blare their music as loud as they possibly can with no regard for anyone around them. It fucking drives me mad.
Yep.
Okay, all right, next.
Well, really quick, on the topic of big ass trucks, I just said that every vehicle, especially trucks, are just getting too big.
Too big.
Too big. Nothing
Expand the parking lots.
Nothing frustrates me more than this big souped up Ford F1 insert number here.
Yeah.
And they have this big ass hitch off the back and they back into a spot and the hitch is like 2.5 feet over the sidewalk.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here. Like,
All
come
right.
on.
We've moved to the parking lot. All right, well then, next. I don't like when people back into their parking spots. Look, I will grant exception to the people who have a completely wide open parking lot. There's nobody around them, nobody in front of them, nobody behind them, whatever. But if I'm coming one way and I'm following you and you pass a parking spot, I'm going for that parking spot. I am not meant to assume you might be backing in. So I'm going to try to squeeze in there as quick as I can. If you have a vehicle, this is kind of the same way it's like, I understand that not all towns are equipped for cycling. If you have a vehicle that's too big for a parking spot, you don't get to park there.
Yep.
If it's too big to back up, you don't get to park there. You park further away. You got the truck. All right? Staying in the parking lot, put your cart in the fucking rack. I don't even work at a grocery store. I've never worked at a grocery store. I've never had to be the one to collect the carts. But don't just put your shit in your vehicle and leave your cart in the parking lot. And even more so, don't set it right next to the parking rack.
Put it in.
Put it in. It's not
Not only
hard.
that, if there's like a split down the middle, it says large cart and small cart.
Ooh, yes.
Put them in it takes almost no, isn't that like the litmus test of
A good person.
a good person is
Yeah.
if they put their cart back?
Yep. If you put it back, I can somewhat forgive the small to large. I don't fully, because you just have to read. Okay, thank you. I needed that. I'm gonna let you take a few because I don't have as many as you do.
Sounds good. This one is just a personal peeve of mine for no reason at all.
Mhm.
I hate when cars have really dark tinted windows.
Interesting. Why does
Like-
that bother you?
Like, I don't know. It's just because like it's always people who have super dark tinted windows
That do the worst shit
who
on the road?
drive terribly, who do sketchy shit, and then when you pull up next to them, it's as if they're like behind an anonymous post online.
Yep.
You can't see in, and they're probably just
Yep.
like, "Yeah, you don't know who the fuck I am."
Yep.
It annoys me. for whatever reason.
Yeah, the people with the
annoys
darkest tints on the windows are also the people who drive without license plates.
Yeah.
Look, I don't think you guys understand, unless you live in a metro area, you can get away with pretty much anything on the roads in Grand Rapids. You're not going to get pulled over. You're not going to get arrested. So people just kind of drive with reckless abandon on these roads. Okay.
Big peeve of mine. If I go to get gas and I go up there and there's no like tap to pay, or maybe I put in my card and
There
it
we go.
says
Is this what we just dealt with?
not quite.
Okay.
No, but then it says come in to pay. It's a prepay only pump.
Uh-huh.
I ain't getting gas.
Yep.
I'm going somewhere else.
Yep.
Fuck that.
Yep. I can, if I want something. See, the issue is I reverse justify me wanting something from inside. I'm like, yeah, I could get a string cheese. My string cheese! I forgot I got a string cheese.
Well, my issue isn't even like I don't want to go in, because I will probably go in and get an energy drink.
Right.
My issue is that I have however much gas I have in my tank.
Mhm.
I want to leave there with a full tank of gas.
Right.
And the cashier is going to say,
Oh, right.
how much? And I'm going to say, 1 full tank, please.
Yeah.
I don't know how much that is, and I don't want to overpay.
Well,
Like, all
you
this
get
could
reimbursed.
Well, I know, but like
Right.
all this could have been avoided if you just let me ba-ding at the pump, and we're
Yep.
done here.
Yep. If we're staying at the gas station, I understand there's a lot of stuff to do. You probably need to do inventory or whatever. But you see the line forming out front. You have one job to do, most importantly, and that's help me pay for the thing I need to pay for.
Yep.
If you see me, when you give me the 1 second, I can handle a 1 second. Most importantly, though, give me a 1 second. Don't just stand. I see you seeing me. Acknowledge that you see me, because otherwise I'm going to be like, hello, and then I look like the asshole. And then at a grocery store, in that same vein, if you're a greeter, greet me. Say hello. If I say hello and you don't say hello back to me and you're the greeter,
That's your only job.
well, and that ruins. I just wanted a human interaction. Give me the interaction.
I'm going to take it a step further with the cashier thing. Nothing frustrates me more than going in for an energy drink,
Mhm.
and that's all I want. I've already prepaid at the pump.
Mhm.
I'm have an energy drink. I'm going to tap to pay. I'm going to be super quick.
Mhm.
There is always some fucker ahead of me who's like, can I get the pack of Marlboro Reds? I want some scratchers. Can I get 310s? I want 220s. Oh no, not those marbles. To the left. No, down.
The
No,
100s.
No, the hundreds. Yeah, hundreds.
Sorry, I meant the
Dude.
shorts.
Well, how do I always end up behind the people who have a grocery list of shit to buy at a gas station?
Mhm.
It drives me nuts.
Mhm.
Ugh.
It's funny that some of this list includes things that do not have a solution.
No, it's just stop buying stuff.
All right, next.
I got another one here.
Yep.
So, I'm going to talk about merges as a whole.
Oh,
I'm putting zipper merges to the side for a second.
wait, then can I jump in and say, can we just talk about the zipper merge real fast?
Sure.
Okay, the zipper merge does not concern me. It's people who can't zipper merge.
Yep.
That means that zipper merges should go. The zipper merge is a good idea. It might have been great in principle, but it doesn't work. It works, but people don't know how it works.
It doesn't work when people merge 2 miles early and then gatekeep the lane so no one can go up.
Correct. The zipper merge is a failed state, all right? And it's gonna crumble.
How I would solve it is any zipper merge that's happening on a highway, cone off like down the middle, each lane, like a mile and a half out, so no one can like hop over any earlier and no
Yeah.
one can gatekeep,
Yeah.
and then do that all the way to the front, and then people have to merge at the zip.
Well, in theory, yes, but what that'll end up doing is like some of the traffic issues that you see that like, it's not that like, so much of like traffic stopping on the highway is not traffic stopping and then everybody.
It's just like a surge.
It's like, yeah, group stops, slow, stop, slow, stop. That will create deeper levels of traffic. Just get rid of it.
Yep.
It's gone.
So here's my thing on not necessarily zipper merges. And I texted you about this the other day when I was getting an oil change.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Nothing
Ooh,
frustrates
yeah.
nothing frustrates me more than when you are driving and you go to something where there's like a fork in the road, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
If you're getting an oil change, maybe there's like a bay 1 and a bay 2. Or maybe you're going to, drive through for food, and there's like, not window 1 or window 2, but like where you order, and it forks. And there's one lane leading up to the fork. What I do is I always hang back and I wait for one car to leave, and then that is where I'm going.
Correct.
Because I don't want to hop in line and then, but if I would have waited, that car went first and now I'm stuck in line and the person behind me is now in front of me.
Yep.
But what pisses me off is when people don't do that. When this exact situation is, I was hanging back for an oil change, waiting to see which bay was going to free up first. And then this dude in a truck pulls up right next to me, and
because
he's like,
the thought is, well, this guy's not going to go, so I might as well go.
Right, so he's like, this dude must be in line for the right bay, so I'm going to wait in line for the left bay. And then sure enough, left finished up first, truck rolls in, gets his oil change, and I'm still waiting.
And to me, it is also on the people running the oil change to go, sir, no, this guy's supposed to go first. But instead, they're like, whatever, I'm not getting involved. And that drives me crazy just as much.
Pisses me off.
I think I got one that we're tying these together, and then I'm gonna have to let you go for a while because I'm running out. So many of mine were road related, apparently. An enclosed drive-through that you cannot escape. Many of these happen to be Taco Bells.
There's always an enclosed drive-through at the restaurants that have the worst service.
Yes. Which for some reason, the restaurants with the worst service are the ones that everyone frequents the most for whatever reason. So I'm pulling up to the sign, the window where I order my food, and then there's like a curb that goes around. It's usually businesses that are right next to a main road or whatever.
Yep.
And so the window faces the road. So what ends up happening is you pull in, and then the sidewalk curb goes up, and the sidewalk is what is blocking the exit. If I am halfway through your drive-through and I have not received my food in 20, 30 minutes, I want to leave. I'm done. I've waited here long enough. It's clearly going to be the same exact amount of time for me to get my food. I'm just going to go somewhere else. I'll get a fucking Uncrustable at the gas station. I don't care. But you get stuck in these drive-thrus. And then what's worse is you go through, you get stuck, you finally get your food, and it's wrong.
Yep.
And then what am I going to do? Go back through the drive-thru? If it's a Taco Bell, I'm probably there at 1 a.m, so your lobby's not even open. I'm not going back through the drive-thru. I'm making voodoo dolls of the employees inside and pricking them. So, okay, enclosed drive-thrus that you can't escape.
Yeah. I only have 2 more car-related things, then we're done with mobile car.
Yep.
Okay. Number 1, this is super quick. Any classic car, I'm talking your old school Corvettes, your old school Mustangs, your Camaros. Personally, I don't give a fuck. Like
That they have them?
Because people are always like, dude, this Corvette, it's like a 1 of 10. It's a 1 of 10. And you're like, well, it's 1 of 10 because you got it in shit-stained brown.
Yep.
And also, 2, I don't care. It's at the end of the day, it's still this midlife crisis old-ass Corvette you bought. If I go to a Cars and Coffee and 9 out of every 10 cars is a Corvette by some old-ass middle-aged dude with Skechers sneakers on and trying to tell me about why his Corvette is cool, I don't care.
Does it bother you more when an old head has it, or
I don't care about the car at all. If I'm going to go to a Car and Coffee, which is just supposed to showcase really cool cars, and you have your Lamborghini, Ferrari, your McLaren, and then you have some dude's 1980 shitback Corvette, I don't care.
What bothers you more, the 1980 shitback Corvette or my 2017 Kia Soul?
Probably the Corvette, to be honest.
Good. John sends me so many death threats over Kia Souls. It's unreal.
By the way, offside, look at the front of that truck.
Oh, great. I think we should show that off to the video viewers. Can you see Perhaps you can. No, okay, we're too
You
far
had
down
a
now.
whole bull
Oh
skull.
yeah, you can see right there. If you're watching the video version, the thing behind this trailer had a bull skull on the front of his truck.
All right, this is my last car rant.
Okay.
Car dealerships.
Oh, they're the most crooked,
Fuck 'em.
evil human beings on the face of the earth. That's why I have my 2017 Kia Soul for
There
8
is,
times the amount it's worth.
other than being like a service center for repairs, using like proper OEM parts with what, there is no reason a dealership should exist in the world of buying cars anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
Because you can make up numbers. There's always something that you can do. If you walk onto the lot and there's an $80,000 vehicle, you can talk them down to $60,000. You just
Yep.
need to be able to know how to talk to them about it. The numbers are made up. It's
and the
all
points don't matter.
And the points don't matter. It is all for someone to get commission, which I understand. Get that bag, but most dealerships prey on whatever. They abuse the trust of unsuspecting victims.
Yeah.
And I was an unsuspecting victim.
Well, not only that, but they will have like a line item on the window sticker that just says dealership markup, and it's like $20,000.
Yep.
Why? Why are you charging 20 grand more when, like, let's take like Rivian or Tesla for example? I can go to their website and just buy the car
Yep.
for retail price.
Yep. Simply because they can.
Yep.
And that's not good enough for me. All right, next.
On.
Moving categories.
Okay, if you're watching the video, this is my driving sheet
It's gone.
out the window.
All right.
Welcome to the world of restaurants.
Oh, I got 2 here.
Take one.
Okay, so this one is also for like out in public. It's not necessarily restaurant specific, but I see it more often in restaurants. And I know that this is going to upset some parents in the audience, all right? And I'm sorry about that. And I also understand that this is going to upset, and I'm going to get maybe a little serious here for just a quick second. I also understand that this is going to upset parents of autistic children in the audience. But it's time we have a discussion about iPad kids, all right? You are giving your child an iPad to distract them from reality so that they don't have a temper tantrum and annoy you. But by doing that, you've given them a screen that is loud, making jingly noises. I hear cartoons and stuff. It's everyone else in the restaurant can hear it.
Yep.
There is a degree of selfishness in giving your kid an iPad in public. I understand it brings you some relief from your parenting duties because your kids are letting you eat dinner out in public. But I don't want to have to hear Bluey in public. I don't want to have to hear
Whatever game they're playing.
whatever game they're playing or brain rot that you are giving them. Maybe.
Headphones.
Well, headphones.
But then they don't.
Well, they don't. And also, like, maybe, especially if your child is not autistic. Look, I'm not, do I have a tinge of the autism? I don't know, actually, all right? I have some sort of cognitive issue here. But also, like, maybe this is making our problem worse, is teaching children that the reality that exists around them can be ignored or to not be present in a moment and to overstimulate their brain. Like, we gotta just teach. Now, I understand if you have like a deeply cognitively impaired child, there's not a whole lot that you can do. But I'm sorry. In the same way that it, like the cycling thing, and maybe this is a deeply controversial opinion, but like,
I just feel like if your piece comes at like everyone else's discomfort.
yes, that is not a solution to the problem.
Right.
That is just passing the buck. And I don't want to be the recipient of that. So I'm sorry. No more kids with iPads in public, especially without headphones. I'm done with it. All right. Thank you for helping me navigate that one in a way that didn't offend everyone.
Yeah. Here's a very lighthearted, stupid one.
All right.
If I'm ordering shrimp at a restaurant and you serve it to me with the tail still on it, get fucked.
What, really?
Yeah, no, like, okay. I will order like a pasta, like a white cream sauce pasta.
This is a first world problem.
No, I know. But
I know we're doing this.
No,
That's
but
what we're
like, I'll like anything where like the shrimp is now covered in whatever, but then I still have to like get the tail
word.
off of it.
Word.
Come on.
Now, you can't, it's been a long time since I've eaten meat, seafood. I wasn't a big shrimp guy, but I threw down on some shrimp back in the day. Can't you just hold the tail and bite everything but the tail? Is that not how that works?
But what if it's covered in like marinara sauce or like
If
Alfredo
the tail
sauce?
is covered in marinara sauce, that's
the
an
whole
issue.
shrimp is covered.
So it's not like it's there's a bowl.
No,
and the head
I'm
just-
not talking like a shrimp cocktail. I'm talking like,
Okay.
oh, here's your pasta, and it's like, well, shit, I have to like cut the tail
Word.
off to
Word.
get the.
Is there a place in particular that we can call out that's doing this?
So many,
Yeah?
so many.
Interesting.
It's a problem, and I hate it. Here's another one. This is probably gonna be a controversial take. If you work in a restaurant industry or
Uh-oh.
you own a restaurant,
Uh-oh.
y'all have no business charging what you charge for alcohol.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
There's no reason in old fashioned, like in Chicago, which we're heading to.
Yeah, we're going to be paying $20 for an old
There's no reason an old fashioned should be $18
Yeah.
when an actual entree at that same restaurant is $17.
Yeah.
And then by the time you take that big ass ice cube out, that artisan ice cube, you
Yep.
get like that
Yep.
much of your drink.
That's why I always have them, if I'm in like an actual place that's going to make a fancy, a quote unquote fancy old fashioned, say, can you put the ice in after? So I can physically see how much you've given me
But do you
first.
want to though? Because it's gonna make you feel bad.
Do I want to ask them?
No, but like, do you want to see that though?
No,
'Cause
I mean,
it's
I'm
just-
going to tell them like, whoa, that's only like a shot. And I'm going to be like, never mind, I don't want that if that's all you're doing.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, there's no reason when, because I don't know. I feel like I just remember like actual cocktails. I'm not talking like your draft beer or whatnot. I remember cocktails being like, oh, $8-9.
Mhm.
It's still not cheap, but whatever. Cocktails are rapidly getting as expensive as the food
Correct.
itself.
To be fair, well, this isn't even to be fair. The food itself is the prices are rising at a rate that is like, what are we doing here? Okay, I understand inflation is a big issue and whatever, like it comes from the top down, but like we've all seen the meme now at this point where it's like the light gray floors with the black, latex gloves,
The
a dude with a
millennial
beard.
burger.
Yeah. And the millennial burger joints that are
We don't
Like-
do appetizers, we do shareables.
exactly. And it's like, this place is gonna suck. Or you're about to eat the most mediocre burger you've ever eaten.
The most mediocre $22 burger, which doesn't come with fries.
Yeah, that's starting to be like every burger joint. And it's like, dude, but then the thing is, you're like, okay, then I'll go to McDonald's or whatever. Like, McDonald's prices are going through the fucking roof. That's why I go to the enclosed drive-through Taco Bells that sell a cheesy bean and rice burrito for $1. It's 500 calories. Like, I'm good. That's a substantive meal.
Yeah.
And when Taco Bell starts selling booze, brother, I'm hooked. I'm stuck.
Oh, speaking of which, that kind of goes in the hand. I got one. Burgers need to be wider, not taller.
I agree. I'm a big fan of the smash burger. I mean, I haven't eaten a regular burger in a long time. They don't do many smash impossible burgers, but I'm here for it.
I was thinking, if you go to if I order a burger and it comes to my table and it's like 1.5 feet tall, who's eating this?
That's a good. You know what? You might be onto something.
Just make it wider.
But the issue is, this is actually something I heard on another podcast that I'm going to kind of reiterate. The issue is, they have to then make the buns bigger, which, if you buy a pack of, they can be fresh, but
I know where this
frozen
is going.
patties, how many do they come in?
Probably
Usually,
like 4.
well, it's usually like 8.
4 or 8, yeah.
But you buy
A dozen buns.
exactly. What the hell is up with that? Especially with hot dogs. Yeah, hot dogs was the example. You buy a pack of 8 to 12 hot dogs, but buns come in a pack of like 4 to 6. So then you got to buy more hot dog buns. Is there some sort of cahoots?
Big buns.
Is Big is Big Buns in cahoots with Big Dogs? And we need to get to the bottom of this. Who is making this happen? Is it Ballpark? Is Ballpark to blame
Dude,
for the
Oscar
inconsistency?
Mayer.
Does Oscar Mayer sell buns?
And they're the big dog.
They are the big dog of the dogs. They're top dog. Anyways, yeah. Burgers, wide burger. I like it. Big buns though.
We can get into an actual conversation on
Wait.
this topic at the end.
What if the top bun of the wide burger was a tortilla shell?
What?
All right, moving on.
All right.
We just need bigger buns.
I'm going to save the conversation of just DoorDash and tipping and whatnot. No, for later.
No, I was because we need to get into it. Yeah.
But one thing I do want to say is places everywhere, quite literally everywhere now, when it comes to tipping, has that screen that flips over.
I'm so glad you brought this up.
Oh my God.
Can I? Well, I guess say your point, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So there are certain industries where tipping makes sense.
Sure.
Okay, your restaurants, you go to get your hair cut, whatnot. Okay.
The service industry.
The service industry. But there are times where I will go to, I don't know, even a gas station sometimes. I've been to a gas station where I'm buying an energy drink and they flip over the screen.
But what do they say, John?
I was going to ask you some questions.
What's the question? Is it something surprising? Or is it the same question you're going to ask every time you... It's just going to ask you a question. What you ask me. You ask me. Are you going to tip me? I'll tell you. Sorry, that one gets under my skin.
I guess one thing, not getting into DoorDash. One thing
I just blew out this microphone and I know it.
One thing I will get into, because I feel this with my soul. I'm passionate about this. I do not tip takeout food that I go get myself.
Correct. Yeah.
And apparently that is a hot topic.
No, I don't think so. It's not. It shouldn't be.
It is.
Because it's not going to the cooks in the back.
It's not going to the cooks in the back. All the person at the front did was hit my name for what I called, and then I paid, and then they handed me the pre-bagged food, and then they want a tip.
Now,
and I drove myself to go get it.
Right. I do not blame the person behind the screen. I blame the owner of the facility who's not willing to pay their employee a standard wage. Okay? However, I'm sorry. I feel bad for you. I'm not doing anything differently.
And again, I want to reiterate, there are industries where tipping is fully justified. If you're working with someone and they're working with you and they're very highly skilled in what they do and they're providing an actual service, you should absolutely tip them. But if you're doing no work, beside, for instance, if I go to McDonald's and I order a burger, they don't ask for a tip.
No, but you know what they do that actually is starting to get under my skin? Every business now is, would you like to round up to donate to charity? Which isn't like donating to charity. It is a tax write-off.
I'm donating to the corporation so they can donate to charity.
Exactly. If you start donating to charity through these things, keep your receipt. If you're actually interested in this, keep your receipt because it reads as a separate line item that you donated. You can add that up and use it as a tax deduction for charitable donations. Because if, whatever, what is the Ronald McDonald one?
The house charity.
Yeah. If you round up, your $1.60 to $2, they donate that 40 cents. That 40 cents is now a tax deductible item. Also, I want to apologize for screaming at the servers who turn around the screen and say, it's just going to ask you a question. I just dread those words coming out of their mouth because if I see them entering on an iPad, I know that question is coming.
Yep. Which, last thing I'll get on tips, and then I'm moving on from restaurants.
You're moving on from restaurants?
After this one.
Okay.
When you get a printed receipt, if you're actually at a sit-down restaurant and they hand you a receipt, at the bottom, it says, the pre-calculated, 18% is this, 20% is this. Mm-hmm. But then those percent, that number is actually wrong. Pisses me off. If my bill is $100 and it's telling me that if you tip 20%, that would be $20. I have seen it, and it's trending online as well, where it would say, if your bill's $100, 20% of that is $25.
Really?
And they're trying to, I think it's just to try and like get people who aren't looking to be like, oh, it's $25.
That's dark.
It frustrates me, dude. All right.
I think this one again feeds into. I'm gonna do two back to back.
Okay, go for it.
This one isn't necessarily again restaurant specific, but it's being in public specific. I understand that I have been guilty of this. It still irritates me. I try to be a better person. Look, we're all just trying to be good people, right?
We're just trying to get through life.
We're just trying to get through life. We're trying to improve ourselves. This is a learning experience for me and for you. And this is such a basic complaint that you've heard it expressed before. Stop talking on speakerphone.
Yes.
Stop it. If it's like momentarily, like, hold on, let me toss you on speaker real fast because I need to go.
I gotta wash my hands.
Well, I did that as wash your hands. But speaking of, actually, this is a great transition into it. If you are in the bathroom on the phone, I'm drying my hands as long as possible because I want them
the loudest fart.
Yes, I want them to know you're in the bathroom talking to them because there are many sneaky things. I think I might have even talked to John on the phone. I certainly talked to my buddy George or whatever. I explicitly tell them, go ahead and keep talking, but just so you know, I'm sitting on the toilet right now. Oh, great. Okay. Anyway, conversation continues. When you try to sneakily, like I've heard people have like business conversations. I'm not even done washing my hands. I'm going to stand under that hand dryer for as long as possible so that they know. Also, anyways, yeah, get off your phone. Well, get off a speakerphone in public. I can understand that sometimes it needs to happen for like a quick moment, but I do not need to hear loud conversations. Yes. Okay. Heading over to the bathroom, I just wrote simply, and this is the one I was most excited to talk about, even though it might be short, the Dyson Airblade. It is the worst hand-drying machine to have existed. Now there's the Dyson Airblade 2, which might even be worse, but technically is more sanitary. The Dyson Airblade 1, for those who are unfamiliar, is the coolest looking urinal you've ever seen in your life. You literally take, it's not actually a urinal, the joke is you can pee in this thing. You take your hands and you lower them into a blade of air, and then you're supposed to like pull them up, maybe put them back down, pull them up. The issue is it's like a game of operation in that you have to hope that your hands aren't touching the sides where certainly everybody else's hands have bumped into it once or twice. It is not an efficient way to dry your hands. They're trying to use the combination of gravity and like laser technology to laser off the water from your hands. It doesn't work. It's unsanitary. And if you look at the bottom of the Airblade, it's disgusting. That thing never gets clean. It pools water. Now the Dyson Airblade 2 is just two blades that shoot downward, and you're supposed to dry your hands under them. And the way that it's angled, you are always getting water splashing back up into your face or on your shirt or whatever. What happened to old school hand dryers, or dare I say it, paper towel? Give me paper towel. That is how I want to dry my hands. Thank you. All right, go ahead. Any thoughts on the Dyson Airblade? Because I thought that was going to be a banger.
No, I'm not a big fan of the Airblade. I like the hand dryers that sound like a fucking jet when you do it.
Yes.
You just go,
yes.
Those are my favorite. All right.
Yep.
I've now moved on to miscellaneous.
Okay, can I turn the air up a little
Go
bit?
for it.
That Airblade one made me hot.
Some miscellaneous. So now, number one, this is such a niche problem that doesn't affect anyone but myself.
Okay.
If I'm at the gym and I see you are on a treadmill and you are walking on the treadmill at a very steep incline and you are then holding on to the treadmill, what the fuck are you doing? By holding on, that defeats the purpose of walking at such a high incline.
Sure.
Bump it down and don't hold on.
Okay. That I can concede to. Oh, you got any more of the gym ones? Because I might have one.
Go for it.
Look, guys, I understand society is set up in such a way that guys can be shirtless in public and women can't. Many people advocate for women should be allowed to walk around topless. There are many like topless cities now where you can walk around without your shirt. I think we're moving in the wrong direction. Dudes should put your shirt on. Put your shirt on in public. If you're at the beach, maybe I can understand. But walking around, and this is just prudish, all right? These are my old conservative roots coming back up. Put your shirt on in public. Why are we wearing less and less clothes? I understand there's like a, we got to stop being ashamed of our bodies and whatever. But the only dudes who are not wearing shirts in public are the most jacked, absurdly ripped dudes who are doing it as a statement piece.
It's like a peacocking thing.
Right. Or the nastiest looking dudes on the face of the earth. You do not see your average Joe walking around without a shirt. And that's because, as God intended, they are ashamed of their bodies like the rest of us. Be ashamed of yourself, people. Cover up. I'm sick of it. Also, at the gym, stop filming yourself.
Yes.
What are we doing? I'm in the background of your shot. I understand that you want to use it for maybe your own, when I'm filming myself playing a set, when I drum, when I'm in a band, I film it for like game day footage. I'm like, where did I mess up? What could I be doing better? Whatever. I know you're filming yourself so you can post it. If you take pictures of yourself and I'm in the background, that's one thing. I understand. You are literally trying to oh, look at this. We got a zipper merge happening. Oh, and it's not going well either. All right, I got to stay on topic. We're actually filming right now. But anyways, try. If you're going to film yourself, be up against a wall. Don't be turned face into the gym, because I know I'm in the background of your video and I know explicitly that you are going to post that video. And as I said before, I am ashamed of my body and I don't want you to post it. Okay? All right. What you got, John?
So like I said, we are in miscellaneous now. And
oh, we're not just in the gym.
No,
okay.
We are anything goes. So here we go. The song Don't Stop Believing by Journey. If I never hear that song ever again, it would be too soon.
Hold on to that feeling.
I'm so tired of that song. Like literally any event, any sport, anything, any wedding. Matter of fact, I told our DJ at my wedding,
don't you dare.
Don't play that. Like, I'm just tired of hearing it.
But also, we live in Michigan where Detroit exists. So every sporting event, every public event, what the fuck is going on right now?
We got a gatekeeper at his
We got a gatekeeper. Look at that in real time. They are literally riding the white line, splitting the two lanes. I would turn it around, and they're from Illinois. Are we in Illinois already? No, there's no way. Anyways, the Don't Stop Believing thing. When we're in Michigan, the second line is just a city boy born and raised in South Detroit. Every DJ, every radio host, or whatever, they turn the volume down so everyone in attendance can go, born and raised in South Detroit, because every Michigander is supposed to be proud of the fact that Detroit exists. I don't give a shit. I'm not singing that. Anyways, yeah, Don't Stop Believing. Get it out of here.
Next one on my list. This is just a personal rant. I'm over superheroes, dude.
Yeah.
Anything to do with like Marvel, DC at this point.
Yep.
How dead can the horse be that we keep beating?
Yep.
Like, I don't know.
Give it back to the nerds. Let them have it.
Dude, and I will go on record too, as someone who is an avid fan of Star Wars.
Too many Star Wars.
As someone who plans on being, like, I've been working on my Star Wars Halloween costume for several months now for Halloween this year.
I can't wait to see that, by the way.
I'm tired of whatever the fuck Disney thinks I need to see for Star Wars.
Well, it's just commodity.
It's
a commodity now.
It's like fan service in the worst way.
Right. And they're losing money on it now.
Oh yeah.
Like how is that a thing? But like that all peaked with Endgame. Or what was the one after Endgame? Or was that
it was Endgame.
Yeah.
It was like Endgame Part 2.
Yeah, the cinematic
universe
experience that was Endgame was like, great, we're done now. But now, like this, there's no stakes now, because that opened the multiverse theory where like maybe your favorite hero is dead in this universe, but they're gonna come back because there's a live version of them in the other universe.
Yep.
There's nothing shocking now.
Yeah, there's like, if someone dies, who cares? They'll just be back. And it's like when Logan from like X-Men Wolverine died.
And then they brought it back
And then,
in Deadpool.
he's back for Deadpool. Like,
Yeah.
what was the whole point?
Right.
All right, whatever.
But yeah, I agree. That's a good one.
Got another one here. Can we just all agree at this point that just Cards Against Humanity is just so, like, we're past that as a civilization at this point, right?
Yeah. Well, especially because it's like, you know, it's the Jackbox theory, right?
That's
like,
also, I have a Jackbox in here too.
yeah, like there's a prompt that's like, funniest names to call your pet, and one answer is like an
Poopy.
actual pet thing. It's like a, you know, whatever, you know, fluffing Doggington, and you're like, I feel pretty good about that. And someone else puts cum,
Yeah.
and you're like, and then everybody votes for cum.
Yep. I'm over it.
Yep, I agree. But admittedly, that thing hit when it first came out.
It did. That's the thing. It's like, it's fun until you've played it enough to see every reiteration of everything.
Yep.
And then everyone just laughs at the same thing. You're like, well,
Yep.
we're-
Bees.
yeah, we're done here.
Daniel Radcliffe's bleached asshole. Isn't that one of the cards? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here's I'm just going to say a name. And I'm going to let you rant on it.
Oh
You
no,
ready?
I'm scared.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
All right, so your peeve is Neil deGrasse
My
Tyson?
peeve is him as an individual.
Okay, I can concede that, mostly for the same reason that I can concede the nerd thing, or the superhero thing. Like, give it back to the nerds. Like, I started to become annoyed with Neil deGrasse Tyson when he, only when I disagreed with him, to be fair. He's a good science educator. Stick to the science education.
That's the thing.
I don't need you to get out in front of the alien phenomena and be like, well, you're actually an idiot if you believe in aliens. It's like,
Well, my biggest thing with him is like, he's very smart.
Of
I'm
course.
not going to pretend he is not smart, but he is so confidently like thinks that he's correct in anything
right,
on any subject
because science.
Right. That he will talk down to whoever is interviewing him.
Yeah.
He's just like, ha, ha, are you stupid for asking me that?
Yes.
It drives me nuts.
Yes.
I don't know. Just as an individual, he just bothers me.
Give him back to the nerds.
Yeah.
He should exist, but not for everybody. I don't need to see him.
All right. This one is very applicable because we are driving.
Slowly, might I add.
And it frustrates the hell out of me. And it's kind of two parts. One has to do with driving, one has to do with making plans.
Oh.
The difference between this and next, when not
This
only
week and
driving,
next week?
this week, like this Monday, next Monday. If I said, hey, David, do you want to go?
What day is it when you're saying this to me?
What today is Monday.
Okay.
If I said, hey, next Saturday, do you want to go do something?
That is not, in my mind, well, we might disagree. In my mind, that is not the coming Saturday. It is the following Saturday.
But the fact that you had to clarify.
Do you believe that?
No, I think it's the opposite.
If you say next Saturday, you mean the next Saturday that is coming?
The next Saturday. Matter of fact, today's Monday. I'm going to lose some people here. If I was talking about tomorrow, Tuesday, I would say tomorrow. But technically, tomorrow is the next Tuesday.
Oh, I think we've hit a crossroads.
No, okay, but you're going to have a crossroads here. But then tell me why it has a different meaning when we're driving. Because if I say
next exit,
hey, take the next exit, am I going to go past this one and go to the next one?
well, to be fair, if I said take this exit,
Right, it should be the same. They should mean the same thing.
well, then colloquially, we need to figure out a new following. Like, this exit, you're right. On the road, this exit is the same as the next exit.
Yep.
Unless, interesting, because now I'm trying to put myself in a navigation mindset where I'm trying to tell someone. If I'm telling someone to take, there's two exits in front of us, and I'm telling them to take the second one, I would say,
Not this exit, but
the next one. Right. Which is this exit. So I'm saying not this Saturday, but the next Saturday.
Yes, but you're having to clarify rather than just saying, "Oh, next Saturday," because you're even specifying not this one, but the next one after that.
But I hear the issue. I think there is a solution to this one, and it's we need to add words. This is not one of the ones where we can fewer words makes more sense.
Whenever I make plans with people, I am explicitly clear. I'm like, do you guys want to hang out not this upcoming Thursday, but the next Thursday? That's how I always make plans.
Or an easier way, here's the answers. Let's see, Monday the 1st, Tuesday the 2nd,
Yeah, I'll say
Wednesday the 3rd, Thursday the 4th. Yes. Do you want to hang out Thursday, September 4th, or take exit 62? We can be specific.
Yep.
And I think that's the solution here. Look at that. President, Vice President here. We are stuck in traffic for the next 15 minutes.
We're still on track for the time, though.
Yep.
You got one, or you want me to keep
I
going?
got one. This one is pretty niche to me. These next two are niche to me, and then I might only have. I've got three. I think that I'm just gonna plow through them, and then we'll go with the rest of yours.
Go for it.
Okay, so this one I don't really care as much about. I mean, I do care about it significantly, but it's more back to the roads. If you're in a group of people, and you're walking along the sidewalk, it is imperative that you get in a fucking single file line, or you have somebody on lookout duty. Because I am sick. This is the exact same thing as the parking lot, or the grocery store. Get over. I'm trying to get around you. Do not stand in the center of the sidewalk. You're taking up all the space. It's selfish. Just in general, we've lost our ability to be aware of our surroundings. I can blame the phone for that. I can blame ignorance for that. It still requires personal accountability to get the fuck out of my way.
Yep.
Okay? All right. Now, two things that are niche to me. Cheating at trivia. What are we doing? If you have come to a trivia event where I have put the responsibility in your hands to use your phone to answer or submit questions, or to submit your answer from your phone, if I catch you Googling, dude, like, you're done. You're done playing, and now you're not allowed to compete for the prize in perpetuity. All right? If I have caught you, fool me once, still shame on you. I'm sick of it. Don't cheat at trivia, and if you do, there will be permanent consequences. I'm a trivia host, all right? I have no patience for that kind of shit. And also, we kind of referenced it earlier, family influencers. So much of my job now as an editor is editing content from family influencers, playing games, selling products or whatever. I get the unedited cuts of these people. So I see them start and stop. I see them go like, no, say it different. Or like, you can clearly see the life getting sucked out of the child that they've roped into this to market towards children. And then, the best families that sell products are when grandma comes over, you got mom and dad and the kids. So now you've got a big family of people of all ages playing the same game, using the same product. It's just like capitalism on steroids, advertising to every age demographic. And they're all miserable. They're all lying. It's just acting, but it's bad acting.
Yep.
And it's meant to suck you in, and it's soulless, and it hurts to edit. Because again, I see these kids like, it's the same as like child acting. Like, I understand many stories. There are so many stories to be told that include the character that is a child. But I think we got to stop child acting. Look at all the trauma that's come from so many child actors who have been exploited. These families are exploiting their children so that they can get a paycheck. And I'm sick of it. And that's it for my list. I'm happy to contribute to future submissions from you, but that's it. That's all I got on my paper.
Do you want one you're gonna feel this in your soul?
Sure. Gingers?
Dog shit Black Friday deals.
There's no such thing as a Black Friday deal anymore. It's all a lie.
That's the thing. Like, I remember back when Black Friday used to be
An experience.
An experience. It was in person. Shit was so marked down. People would get in fights
Yep.
and get arrested.
Yep.
Now Black Friday is just 15% off.
If not already, like, for the last 3 weeks, we've slowly risen the price, and now the Black Friday deal is what it cost 3 weeks ago.
Right. I can't stand, like, I don't know. It frustrates me. Like,
I mean, carry that into Cyber Monday. It's a lie.
if I'm waiting, like, if Black Friday is supposed to be any given company's biggest, like, sale day of the year, and your shit isn't, like, half off,
Right.
Get out of here.
Well, and now that so much online shopping is done throughout the year, Cyber Monday doesn't even matter anymore.
It's just a Tuesday.
Yeah.
The
And
deal you're offering is any other day.
And it's also like, it's Black Friday week. And that's supposed to be to, like, alleviate some of the stress. But either that means all the things I wanted to buy are now gone anyway. And so what's the point of the deal? Like, I'm not even getting the thing that I wanted. Or, again, the prices are just a lie. Like, you've inflated. Whoa! We just watched a major traffic violation. Oh, I wish I could explain to the audience what just happened.
Anyways, no accident. We're good.
Not yet.
Um,
Yeah, Black Friday, it's a lie.
dude,
And on Cyber Monday, at a bare minimum, you should give me free shipping.
yeah,
At a bare minimum.
15% off, and you still pay for shipping.
Yep.
Say thank you.
Yep.
I got. Let's see. Everything is a subscription now.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yep.
I don't want it.
That one hits. There's no even expansion in this.
I'm going to take it a step further. Everything is a subscription now, such as Spotify Premium.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I can't wait to see where you're going with this.
If Spotify Premium gets you ad-free.
Yeah,
period.
there you go. Well, sort of.
If I listen to a podcast,
There you go.
Here's the deal. I don't mind product placement from the podcaster,
Go
such
to
as
catandcrew.com.
catandcrew.com.
KATANDCREW.com. Enter the promo code Monday. That's MUNDAY for 10% off your first purchase. Go ahead.
Like, get that bag. Okay, like, if you are the podcaster and you are, like, actually sponsored,
Yes.
that's great.
Wayfair, you got just what I need.
Why am I hearing corporate, like, Home Depot ads?
Yep.
Listening to Spotify Premium.
Yep.
This is crazy.
Yep. And then they're going to continue to raise my prices anyway. It's just like when Netflix introduced, family plans. And then now you can't do it as a family unless you're all in the same room or whatever. You're not allowed to have, like, people. It's got to be inside the same household.
And here's a cheaper Netflix plan.
with
but
ads.
it comes with ads. And, oh, by the way, that price of that cheaper plan is what our ad-free plan used to cost.
Correct. It's just a means to justify an end of higher prices for everyone. Agreed.
I can't stand it. Here's a niche one that applies to me only. If I am golfing and I have to pay, to use a cart, that's fine. If David and I go golfing and we each have to pay a cart fee,
But
and
we're
we
only using
share a cart.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You golf, like pro shops will say, well, no, you're not paying for the cart. You're paying for the privilege to use the cart.
So what we'll say
So that's
is,
why you have to pay and I have to pay, because you're each using the cart.
what we'll say then, if we go golfing together, is I'm actually just walking.
No, they will still find you and charge you.
No? Then I walk off the fucking court.
Fine, here's my caveat.
Course. I said court.
If I rent a car
Yeah.
and David rides in it,
Do I have to pay a passenger fee?
right, like,
Don't give them the idea, dude. They might start doing that.
here's the deal. If I go golfing and I pay to use a cart and I play by myself and I get the whole ass cart to myself,
Mm-hmm.
and then I bring David with me and he has to pay a fee too, we're getting 2 carts.
Yeah.
I don't care if that fucks your whole system. We're each getting a
Honestly,
cart.
yeah. If it's the same price, fuck it. I'm gonna take my own.
Annoys me.
And you
dude.
know what? Just like the people riding the parking or the moving the the grocery carts around in the parking lot, I'm just going to leave it on hole 6. And then we're going to ride together.
Yeah. Why not?
You got a fucking cart girl. Bring her out. Have her park it.
Yeah. When you buy something online and it says, you know, there's like a couple day of processing and then a couple day of shipping.
Yep, I know where you're going.
If I buy something and you mark it as shipped,
oh yeah,
but then it just sits in label created for like 4 days, you didn't ship it.
Yep.
It's not shipped until it is in UPS's hands.
Yep.
And they are moving it.
Yep.
Just because you had like some sort of like shipping quota to meet to like reach your timeline that you set as like a corporation, be like every package needs to be shipped in 3 days.
Yep.
But no, we just created the label and that fulfilled our metric. Then fuck your metrics.
I got an online ordering thing. Okay, let's say I have, let's see, a consumer's energy bill, right? It's whatever. Let's say it's $100. And in order to pay it, I have 2 options. I can have it debit from my bank account or have it debit from my debit card. If I give them my bank account information, there is no fee associated, but it takes 4 days to like post on my account. If I have it debit from my debit card, it's immediate, but there's like a $15 convenience fee for them to debit my debit card, the thing that I'm supposed to use to pay for things. Who is that convenient for? Why you just heard John turn on my last week's podcast. Anyways, just online convenience service fees for paying with my debit card where I pay for groceries at the grocery store or whatever. Why is it more convenient for me to give you the business I don't know behind the paywall all of my like routing number information and my account number information? That makes me less secure. How is that?
You're one data breach away from losing your bank account.
Exactly. So just convenience fees in general. Like, you want me to start sending you checks? Is that convenient for you? I'll do it. Otherwise, you're going to start charging me. Anyway, no. Convenience fees are crooked.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I have any other super quick one. Because I have like full-blown conversation starters. Here's one I'll go over. Oh, so really quick too.
I already knew, yeah.
David once said, and I've brought this up before, but David once said that I don't want to yuck your yum, but if your yum is deeply getting into celebrity gossip, yuck.
I'm glad that one stuck with you because that was something that just kind of came out of my mouth in the moment. And as soon as I said it, I'm like, that's the clip. Like, that's a good one. I don't want to yuck your yum, but if complaining about celebrity gossip online is your yum, yuck.
Yeah, this one doesn't need to be a full-blown conversation, but as a dude in the year 2025 who does not watch sports.
Are you talking about Travis Kelce?
Not that.
Okay.
I cannot tell you how annoying it is to be dropped into a random group of dudes. Like maybe, you know, my wife is hanging out with her friends and I'm just hanging out with like all of the husband of said friends by association that I haven't met before. Or maybe I'm hanging out with like a group of new coworkers and they're all guys. The very first question, the icebreaker question if you are a guy is, you watch sports? And if the answer to that question from me is no, they don't know how to talk to you anymore.
Yeah. People, it often ends up being that, and I'm painting with a broad brush here. If you are into sports, you're into sports. And if you're going to be into sports, there's not a whole lot of room for much else. Because you got to pay attention to all of the players on all of the teams, all of the rules, all of the regulations.
You need to know the stats of every player from the last 40 years. Because why not?
You know what? Let me parrot that with saying, this kind of ties into the ads. Can we drop it with DraftKings?
Yes.
What are we doing? You know, it is just like the tobacco companies, just like the casinos. It's rigged. The only people who benefit are the only people who benefit in the long term are people who dump so much money into it. They don't care about your $50. They don't care about the moral conundrum that is you losing your life savings, because they benefit. And it's not regulated in the way that it should be. I don't necessarily believe in like a whole bunch of regulation on it. If you want to spend your money, do it. But you deserve to know that the odds are not only not in your favor, but they are intentionally deceiving you by saying like, bet $5 if your person hits a home run, you get $500 on your first. Get a bonus $100 on your first $500 bet. You're gonna lose that $105. It's just like they hope that because you won that first 100, you're like, oh, now I should spend it.
Yeah.
I should spend that $100 on more bets. Yeah, it's crooked.
Well, it's just crazy too that like, what was it, 4 or 5 years ago, that wasn't legal, and now it is, and now it's everywhere.
And it's in all my favorite podcasts.
Which I will say too, even to the same extent as gambling, if you will, everything, like kids can't gamble like that.
Right.
Is it still 18 or 21 at this point?
I think it's 18, but go ahead, because I have a follow-up.
Because now everything is like a limited release blind crate,
right,
for kids.
Right.
You know,
the Fortnite of it all.
Like the Fortnite,
yes.
No, but not even that, like the Labubus, you know what those are?
Oh, right.
But like you can't just buy the Labubu, you buy the mystery pack
that might have
and
a Labubu.
you get what you get.
Right.
Like everything is just so limited edition collectors, but you don't buy that. You buy like the box or like Pokemon cards nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Like the whole culture behind that, you are just opening up packs hoping to get a hit.
Yep.
That's no different than gambling.
Yep. And unfortunately, it has like, I mean, I'm sure you've all seen at this point stories, and I'm talking specifically on the online gaming community now, where like, you know, kids are, it's like the barrier to entry. I think, is Fortnite still free? I don't know.
It is, but you know, the cost is within the game.
Right. Like,
same with Roblox.
Yeah. Which, have you heard the controversy around Roblox lately?
I haven't been following it. I just know that they banned someone who shouldn't have, and everyone's boycotting. I don't know anything else.
No, I mean, it's like there are chat rooms now inside Roblox, and I mean, it's a child's game. You know, okay, see, it's sort of the exact opposite of what's happening now. You know how like everyone lately is now saying that they're going to start age verifying, which means you need to like submit your ID onto it.
Yep.
First of all, I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think that's the best way to do it. It should be on the parents to keep their kids offline and out of these dangerous communities and whatever. You need to be paying more attention to what your parents or your kids do. I'm not saying for helicopter parents, but like, you know, all you latchkey kids who aren't listening to this podcast anyway, even though I felt like a hybrid latchkey kid, it's on the parents to like discipline your kids and keep them safe. There does still need to be a solution to like, adults should not be playing children's games.
Right.
And there needs to be some
or
way
at least
to
not
verify.
in the same lobbies.
Right.
Whatever.
There needs to be some way to verify that. But what is the solution? I actually don't know the answer to that. Anyways, that's it.
Sweet. I have a couple more, but I just have one last thing.
Can I look at your list?
Yeah.
See if there's anything that was skipped that I want to talk about? But continue. Go ahead.
So this is like a one last thing.
Some of these are so boomer.
I know. So people always talk about celebrities and billionaires with their private jets flying everywhere, and they're bad for the environment. I don't disagree with that. But you have someone who's like Taylor Swift, who flies everywhere for anything, and people have a fit about it. I don't disagree. Like, you shouldn't be taking a 15-minute flight instead of a 30-minute drive.
Sure.
Whatever. I will say this, though. I don't care about these people using private jets nearly as much as a lot of people do, only because what would you rather have? Would you rather have Taylor Swift taking a private jet to wherever she's trying to go at the expense of like, oh, CO2 emissions, fine. Or would you rather have Taylor Swift having to use a public airport just like everyone else and the chaos that would ensue in that airport?
Yeah.
And now picture that with every billionaire, politician, celebrity.
Right.
Like, what's
because
worse?
it's also like, it's not just Taylor Swift getting on the plane. It's her manager. It's her producer. It's her security.
It's Travis
it's
Kelce and
it's
all
Travis
his
Kelce.
crew.
It's all of them. At this point,
That's going to
they're all
shut down
filling-
O'Hare.
yeah, and they're all filling up the plane. So if you travel with a crew of people, now the issue is like I get really, really annoyed. There are eco warriors that exist. Look, we have to save the planet to some degree. It will eventually become uninhabitable for humans. There's a whole carbon dioxide conversation to be had. Neil deGrasse Tyson can tell you about it. I am very much oh no, the planet is getting too hot and we're gonna suffer as a result. But if you don't believe that, shut the fuck up about it. Like if you don't believe that and you're complaining about Taylor Swift taking a private jet and whatever, you're just trying to agitate. And actually, I don't know where I was going with this point. I just think everybody should shut the fuck up, mind their own goddamn business, stay out of other people's lives, let people do what they want to do, and Black Friday deals are fake.
Right. And too, like, again, like if you have a problem with celebrities using private jets for, you know, the global warmth issue, I get it, that's understandable. But let me tell you what, you try and go to like the GR airport,
Yeah.
and they have it shut down because some billionaire has to fly through it and there's enough security that they can just kind of pay to like shut it down, and
Yep.
it inconveniences you. The very first time that happens, you're not going to have a problem with them flying private anymore.
Right. Once you are inconvenienced, that's the thing, is nobody cares about an issue until they are directly inconvenienced by it, and then suddenly it's their life's goal. It's like, yeah, do you get it now? That's why, sorry, there's billions of birds around us right now, and that has completely caught my attention. Might even see it on the video. Okay, well, anyways. Do you have anything else?
That's the majority of what I have.
What a shame. I feel like I'm having a lot of fun here, just complaining about things. Feels good to get it all off your chest, you know?
Yeah.
Well, shit. Got any plugs?
No.
Okay. Well, with that then, Midwest Guys has a handful of things coming up. We have our weekender in September. Basically what's going to happen is Thursday I'm going to Indiana to see Blink-182 and Alkaline Trio. Friday I am spending, okay, so Wednesday I'm going to see Blink-182 and Alkaline Trio in Indiana. Thursday
This Wednesday or next Wednesday?
The following Wednesday,
Okay.
the 17th. Thursday, I'm spending the day in Indiana with Emma to go through some of her old stomping grounds. She lived in Indiana for a while. Then we're driving back. Then Friday, we're headlining a Detroit show. Saturday, we're headlining a Bowling Green show. Sunday, we're playing a house show in Cadillac. Did you see me post about that?
No.
I'll tell you about that off air. So we have our Midwest Guys Weekender, Detroit, Bowling Green, and Cadillac, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 19th, 20th, and 21st. And then nothing is officially locked in. We have a couple of shows that we have not yet announced, but the one that I can officially announce now is December 12th. We are headlining the Pyramid Scheme for our annual Ugly Sweater Party. As of now, it's going to feature On Vacation, Years Later, and Hexing. 3 super heavy hitters in Grand Rapids. Very challenging follows. It's nuts that we're headlining this thing because I think some of the other bands deserve to headline it more, but it's technically our party, so we kind of have to headline it. Anyways, December 12th, wear your ugliest sweater to the Pyramid Scheme for the Christmas show, quote unquote Christmas show. And then we're taking a few months off of shows to do some writing before we go back out on another weekender in March. So, bunch of Midwest Guys coming up, and most of that includes new music because we're going to take some time off to actually write and record. something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. We've released 3 songs in 3 years, and let me tell you, brother, that's not enough. I love playing shows. It's like the most rewarding feeling in the world to look out into a crowd and see people enjoying you. But there's no better feeling than looking out into the crowd and seeing someone sing a song that you wrote. And while Midwest Guys has a storied discography, much of it does not sound like what we sound like now. And I was only part of writing 3 of those songs. So it's nice to see people enjoying the songs that we write now. So there's going to be more of that. Oh yeah, and then the Monday after that Cadillac show, I'm staying in Cadillac to get my new tooth because this one does not fit well enough. So they had to make another one. So with that, let me pop this guy out and say thanks for joining the A.D.H.Deep-Dive, the show that's not about ADHD, but is filled with proof it exists. My name is David J. Mund. This is John Kelley. Peace the fuck out.
See you.